Welcome everyone to the Sportswear Roundtable podcast. Today we're back and I'm joined here by Anmol and Ashutosh. I hope you guys remember them very fondly. And today we are going to be talking about the latest Ballon d'Or nominees. The list is finally out, a very controversial 30-man list for a very controversial award in my experience. I mean, gone are the days where Ballon d'Or was considered as the epitome of the footballing industry, and these are the days where I think it should be named Ballon d'Or PR or something because whoever gets the most public recognition goes on to win this award. I know that's a hot take, but I'm sure some people would agree with me. However, we saw a 30-man list. We won't be going over through the same list. Before we begin with the video, Anmol, how have you been doing? And what's up with Ashutosh nowadays?
Been hill or a busy. Couldn't make past a few videos, but excited to be back. Always excited for controversial things. And Shivam just started off by saying controversial stuff. So I'm expecting a lot of explosive things inside. And yeah, Ashutosh, how are you, man? What's up?
Yeah, I'm good. I've been busy lately. Same. It's really hectic these days. But yeah, it's always interesting and always something different to discuss about the Ballon d'Or. It's an award which is still the most prestigious award which a single person can get. But yeah, I believe with what Shivam said, it's pretty much very PR and very media related. Whatever player gets the most hyped up tends to get the award that year. So yeah, it's pretty much has lost its value since long time. But let's see.
See, I mean, lost value is fine, but for me, if I still remember the award is very prestigious. Why? Because I remember the days. This was actually happened during it was a sports event. Okay, at my school. What happens? I was participating in a sack race. I hope you know what a sack race is.
Yes,
Yeah.
All
yes.
right, sack race. Yeah. All right. So I was participating in that. I lost, and I lost brutally. I was last out of 10 people participating, and I was very sad there. I was very sad that day. All right, and it was the same year where Ronaldo won the Ballon d'Or, late night. All right, and I was more happy about Ronaldo winning than sad about being me losing in a sack race. Okay, so that's the importance it holds in person's life actually.
Yes, I don't think there's any argument over there, especially when the Ballon d'Or used to be conducted by FIFA and the kind of ceremonies which used to take place. It was just something you wouldn't want to miss at all, even if you had school the next day. But now, of course, it's definitely gone on to France football. The alliance between France football and FIFA has ended, and over the past 5 years, France football has been giving away the Ballon d'Or. Which is why it has become a bit controversial nowadays because the basis of the awards seem to change every single year. So for me, I think the award started losing its prestige in 2018, and then in 2019 it lost it further, and then in 2020 it went to an all-time low where it wasn't even conducted because France football values the French league, unlike the rest of the football fans. But and then in 2021 again, there you never know what's gonna come your way. But speaking about that, the top nominees this year, of course, you have to keep an eye out for Cristiano Ronaldo, Lionel Messi. They're always up there. They're up there again. I think Ronaldo. This is his 17th nomination, the most by any player in the history of the game. Lionel Messi is not far behind, 15th to 16th nomination. Then there's Robert Lewandowski, who's been the favorite since 2020. I mean, you got to feed for that man. And then you've got the likes of Kylian Mbappe, Jorginho, and of course, a new entrant into the Ballon d'Or, representing Real Madrid, Karim Benzema, because of his spectacular form this season. So I'm going to be very straightforward with you. We're going to start with Anmol and we're going to end with me. Anmol, who are your top three picks for this season's Ballon d'Or?
Top three picks, right? Uh, I see. Should I say in a particular order or anything works?
I think you can go in a particular order. Who would you want to win, and then second and third?
Uh, I'd go with Jorginho, Leva, Messi in this particular order. First, second, third. I want Georgie to win it, considering Modric won it in 2018. If the values, if the parameters, the metrics are same, then Jorginho should win it. So yeah, these are my picks. I mean, about Leva, because the boy missed out on 2020, broke the Jared Muller record this season, which is a huge feat, legit huge feat, right? And couldn't go past the quarterfinals because he was injured. Had it been in PSG match against Bayern, things would have been completely different. PSG wouldn't have gone so far. It would have been Bayern, but eventually he wasn't there when they lost. I guess both the matches he wasn't there, right? Choupo-Moting was there
Yes.
in the first one,
Yeah,
and
he
yeah.
won.
So that he could have made that difference, but unfortunately because he was not playing, then things didn't turn out in his favor. Talking about Lionel Messi, yeah, he won Copa America. There was a post, all right, there was a post related to this thing that Alexis Sanchez literally had the same season as compared to Messi, not in terms of goals and assists. Keeping aside that, Alexis had some great, some in double digits as well, not as much as Messi, but it was actually like
No,
Alexis
actually, it
Sanchez
was pretty
won.
close to Messi. Messi's got 48 goals and assists, and Alexis Sanchez had 46.
All right, and he got out in the quarterfinals or in the round of 16 with Arsenal. He won Copa America that year, and he won FA Cup. So literally same feat, same goals and assists. He couldn't even make it to the top 10 in Ballon d'Or, whereas Messi is top three. So talking about controversies, here we stand. Ashutosh, yeah, I desperately want to see your, the who's going to be there up
You
there.
know pretty much what the answer is going to be. It's going to be Messi, Lewandowski, and Mbappe, or maybe Jorginho instead of Mbappe. Like both of them stand somewhere near it. So very frankly, like Messi had a good season. Like he deserved that Copa America trophy. And seeing the stats in in the whole tournament, he outscored, out assisted everything. Any stat you pick up from that tournament, and he was the leading person in that particular tournament. I believe it's something really huge to stand out in an international tournament and finally get a trophy which he deserved. He has been to, I believe, three finals of Copa Americas and one World Cup final, and he has lost all four of them. So it's a really big thing to win an
That says a
international
lot.
trophy.
4 finals lost.
Yeah, exactly. That is a lot of pressure,
Big
and
game player.
that is, yeah. See, it's not. He single-handedly brought the team to that position. If you remember the 2014 World Cup, if the score was 1-0, it was usually Messi who was scoring or Messi who was assisting. So, like,
Yeah,
you
but I
can't
think in the
expect.
group stages, definitely against Nigeria he was, but then Angel Di Maria rescues him in the quarterfinal, in the knockout.
Yeah,
So
but
yes, yes,
see, it's a team
Lionel Messi
sport,
does
right?
the work.
It's a team sport. It is a team
Then how
sport
can he carry a single team to a final
because he
if
has
it's a
the
team sport?
highest. Because he has more contributions than any other player in the team, and
Okay,
you
I'm
can
just
see
messing
the
with you.
effect on,
We can
and
go on.
like you can honestly see the effect on FC Barcelona after he left. It is the same team as last year, and this is the team this year. Just see the
Yes,
changes,
of course.
and the only difference is Lionel Messi. So I
Okay, but
believe, yeah, he deserves to win. Then comes on Lewandowski, like no doubt. Last year it was a sure shot award for Lewandowski. He must have won it. He should have won it. Like the award got cancelled due to COVID restrictions or whatever the reason it was. Maybe some, like there were a lot of controversies that they didn't conduct the award because no one from the French league was winning it or something like that. Like there are a lot of things to discuss, but still he should have won it last year. And if anyone asks that if you have to pick out one person to win the 2020 Ballon d'Or, I uh, I'll blindly tell them Lewandowski. No one else
All
deserves it
right.
more.
All right, I get it. I get it. I get it. You want Messi to win, you blindly trust it. Just answer this particular question, which I raised earlier. Why not Alexis Sanchez that year, and why Messi this year? If I'm not wrong,
See,
Messi won it that year too, or Ronaldo
no,
won it.
Ronaldo won it
Ronaldo
that
won it.
year.
Ronaldo won it because of UCL. Okay, I get it. Why not?
UCL plus Euros, so both.
Yeah, yeah, he won right UCL in Euros. So I know a guy who won UCL in Euros this year too. Why Messi this year, not Jorginho?
not Jorginho, I'll tell you. Because see, the Ballon d'Or is a like award based on a single person's performance, right? It's his goals and his assists that highlights the most, right? Jorginho did not have that much direct goal contributions. I believe he won the Euros. He was great in the team. He played great. He won the UCL and everything. I totally agree with that. But still, like if you consider the goals and assists, the individual performance of Jorginho and Messi, I don't think you can actually compare them.
This actually highlights a very important. So, what practically you're saying that a defender can never win a Ballon d'Or,
No, I'm not saying that Van
whatever
Dijk
he
won.
does.
I believe Van
You
Dijk
know, I
won.
have a very interesting point to this, which with the point which Ashutosh just made regarding goals and assists and why Jorginho didn't win. I actually have a few points to make to this before I tell you my top three. So the first point, I'm gonna quote your Ballon d'Or favorite Lionel Messi in his latest interview to France Football, where he states, and I quote him, and he states that the Ballon d'Or used to be an award based on the individual performances of a player on the pitch, but now it is more regarding the collective trophies which you win with the team.
I
In
agree.
that regard, I don't think so.
And you
Lionel Messi
can see that.
matches Jorginho,
No,
and
I agree.
then I'll come
But
up with another
in
thing.
that
Then I'll
effect,
come up with another thing for you. You're telling me that Jorginho didn't have the goals or the assists to win the Ballon d'Or, right? He doesn't have it right now. That is why he doesn't even make your top three. How come Luka Modric won it in 2018? He won the UCL. He had zero assists in the UCL, zero goals in the UCL, and he won it ahead of Cristiano Ronaldo, who also won the UCL that year and who also had more goal contributions in the World Cup itself.
okay, now this statement proves my point that a person should be given that year's award. I completely believe it was not deserved to Luka Modric. It should have been Ronaldo, and trust me, if Ronaldo would have stayed in Real Madrid, it would have been Ronaldo's trophy that year. And I believe both of you will agree the same because I guess he was the UCL top scorer that year as well.
See,
Ronaldo.
by that logic, Lionel Messi is no longer a Barcelona player. All of his stats from this
No,
year, he's
see,
only scored one goal for PSG. All of his stats from this year are from Barcelona. So why is he winning the trophy? He
I'm not
hasn't won
see
anything for PSG. He hasn't scored 30 or
see
40 goals
that
for
is not
PSG yet.
the reason that he was not a Real Madrid player and he did not win that Ballon d'Or trophy that year. It is a controversial topic. It's not actually something by the book, if you'd say, but like if you play by the rules and be fair and consider the previous year stats for which that award actually stands for, then Messi was phenomenal last year, and you'll have to agree to
All
that
right.
point.
I get it. I get it. Messi was phenomenal. I totally get it. Messi was indeed phenomenal. I loved his performances. I enjoyed watching him. But the question remains the same. Is Ballon d'Or something which only people who are scoring goals or providing assists will win? First thing, okay, because this is not a proven fact because Luka Modric won it when
Yeah,
Ronaldo didn't. All right. Now, if you look at trophies, if we consider trophies as a crucial thing, um, winning UCL, winning Euros, winning UEFA Best Player, okay, and even last year, winning UCL, not being dribble passed in 65 straight matches, having most clean sheets,
yeah.
phenomenal,
Van Dijk won
clutched
it.
the game a lot of time, win the UEFA Player of the Year, but couldn't win the Ballon d'Or.
Yeah, so
Why?
basically that comes on to the first point that we discussed in the starting of the video, that the award has lost its credibility because it's much of a PR stunt. It's much basically
Okay, all right.
So do
like
you
if you go
agree?
by
So
the
do
books,
you
no,
agree
see,
that if
just listen.
Messi
If
wins
you
it
go
this
by
year,
the books, if you go by the books, then it should have been given by stats, by trophies, by goals and assists. That is the by book definition of a good individual performance. Correct?
Not
But
really. Not
see,
really.
not
That
really.
is
Yeah.
not. See, watching
what more.
football is 50% stats and 50% visibility. It's always been like that. You see, I play as a midfielder and I don't score a lot of goals, but I do play a crucial part in my team. I play as a right winger. I'm not a good. I don't provide in good crosses, but yes, I provide my team defense. Matip, in brilliant player, all right, plays for Liverpool. Matip is a good player. He was with Van Dijk that season when they had highest number of clean sheets and everything.
Yeah.
Van Dijk got all the attention. Matip didn't. This proves my point that PR things works. Okay, that
Yeah,
this actually proves
that
my
I
point that
agree.
PR is
That I
important.
totally agree.
All right, but when it comes to giving out to a midfielder or a defender, all right, when it's up against Messi, all right, stats do lie. Stats don't show the exact things. If you look at stats, Giroud should be in top 30 or maybe top 40 every year. If you look at scores, if you look at goals, he should be there, right? A great individual player, one Ballon, he won the FIFA World Cup. He won different accolades that year too with Arsenal, I
Yeah.
guess FA Cup or something of that sort. All right, he can't even make it to top 30 or 40, which again proves the point that PR is important. Okay, Modric won it. I'll call it a conspiracy theory because Papa
It
Perez
was. It
let him.
basically was.
All right, let's say because Papa Perez had that thing because he wanted Ronaldo to realize that he committed a mistake, maybe.
Yeah.
So again, something which we can't, you know, say कि okay, Ballon d'Or नहीं मिला उसे. All right, whatever it is. Okay, talking about Van Dijk, didn't win it, should have won it, didn't win it. Okay, that was the most useless one I ever thought because Van Dijk was sure shot favorite to win it. He didn't. Why? Because everyone was like कि stats है. मुझे समझ नहीं आया logic, but it's fine. Second number, Messi should have been there. First should have been Van Dijk. All right, no issues. Coming on to the next year, Ballon d'Or हुआ ही नहीं, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
Yes.
ठीक है, Lewandowski should have won it, but ठीक है,
Should
let's
have won
ignore that fact. नहीं हुआ, कुछ भी controversy हो. Whatever has happened. नहीं, it didn't happen. Coming on to this year, Messi got the stats. Jorginho got the same stats as Modric had when he won the Ballon d'Or.
And you said that was a controversial award and that should not have been Modric's, right? You just said it
But
yourself.
that
If
has
you
been
consider
given.
stats, I'm calling
That
I'm
was
calling
given,
it
but
as
that
I'm
should
calling
not
it
have
as
been given. And it's
I'm
not
calling it as a
really-
conspiracy.
See,
Okay,
that's the
listen,
point.
listen.
You're telling me that award should not have been given. Can you go back
Yeah.
in time and tell Modric to give that award to Ronaldo to this day? No, you can't. Ronaldo is not going to get his sixth Ballon d'Or because Modric got it. So
I
why?
agree.
So in the record books, that award goes to Luka Modric, not to Cristiano Ronaldo. You can
correct.
argue as much as you want. Luka Modric is a Ballon d'Or winner in 2018.
See,
Ronaldo isn't.
if
Then why
you
are the
ask
rules
me,
different for Jorginho?
yeah, I get it. Shivam,
That is what I'm
let me
saying. I
answer.
do not agree with that award being given to Luka Modric. Thus, I do not agree the award being given to Jorginho.
See, I would like to weigh in here. I don't feel that Luka Modric was given the award unfairly. Okay,
No,
Luka Modric, I feel that he did deserve it. Okay, he had this. He didn't have the stats to show for it, but he had the visibility part to show for it. Whenever Modric plays, even till now, it's too good. He was impressive that season, and that Real Madrid team was a team. That was never an individual thing. Ronaldo, yes, added the winning factor, winning mentality, but I felt that why we call it as a conspiracy or a controversial thing because we always rate Ballon d'Or in terms of assists and goals. It has always been like that. Ronaldo should have won it because of stats, because that's a
Yeah,
metric
correct.
we are using. In that
Correct.
year, metric was different. That's where Modric won it.
Yeah.
That time they didn't consider the stats; they considered the visibility or the impact a person has, which we cannot, which we can only look at when we look at those matches. This year we are saying that okay, visibility which Jorginho had, impact which Jorginho had is not important. Stats is very important. I'm asking not you as an individual. I'm asking the Football Federation. Probably, maybe if they look at the video, or maybe someone else. I just want this answer that what is the metric?
I believe
What
there is no
defines
metric
a
to
Ballon d'Or
it.
winner?
There is no metric
You
to
know,
it.
before we wrap up this video, I would like to add to Anmol's point and then give you my three picks. We are talking about stats for this year. No player has better stats than Robert Lewandowski. Robert Lewandowski was the Golden Boot winner. Robert Lewandowski has the most goals. He has the most goals plus assists. And there is still a month to go. There's still more than a month to go. We talk about Lionel Messi. He's got 37 goals this year. Cristiano Ronaldo, who people are not even rating somehow because it just doesn't suit their agenda, has 35 goals. He's two behind Lionel Messi. Two. And he's not there in half of people's top three. He was the Euro top scorer. People then bring on facts like, oh, his goals weren't very aesthetic. Who cares? He won the trophy. He won 2 trophies with Juventus. And he scored 8 goals in 8 games this season. But for a lot of people, he's not there in the top three, which is something I don't agree with. And then there comes Karim Benzema. Karim Benzema has been absolutely fantastic this season, and still people underrate him till this point. So even when you look at stats, it's not like Messi is far off others. It's not like he's on another level. In fact, he's at number 2 or 3, because Robert Lewandowski has been an absolute goal scoring machine over the past 1.5 years. So that's why when I see my top 3 picks, for me, it's no question that Robert Lewandowski wins this year's Ballon d'Or. And he said it himself. The man has said it himself because he knows how France football works. He does not want any politics. He wants to win the Ballon d'Or because he deserves it. And then when you ask me my number 2, I would say it has to be Karim Benzema because of the kind of performances he's been putting in. 18 goals and assists in 8 games. In less than 10 games, he's got 18 goals and assists. And he might be, while we're talking, he might be on the way to win his first international trophy with France. So if he does win it, what does Messi have over him? Nothing. They're both level. And then when you come at number 3, when you come at the third pick, why should Cristiano Ronaldo not be there? Tell me one reason. A 36-year-old scoring 36 goals in a year, still 2 months to go till the Ballon d'Or. What is it that you're so sure about that he won't overtake Messi in terms of stats this year by the time the Ballon d'Or is given? Why shouldn't he make it top 3? I agree. He doesn't have the UCL pedigree which he used to have. He set the standard so high for himself that he will only be given the Ballon d'Or when he wins the UCL. But why aren't the rules same for Lionel Messi? Why is he given the Ballon d'Or when he has consecutively failed to win the Champions League? When he hasn't been the top scorer for 7 or 6 years in the running? When he has consecutively failed in finals except for this year in the Copa America? Why? Why are the rules different? Why was Lionel Messi given the Ballon d'Or in 2019 when all he had won was the league? He didn't even get his annual Copa del Rey that year, but he was given it on the basis of stats. But Ronaldo was not given it on the basis of stats a year prior, even though he was the top scorer of the Champions League, the best forward awarded by UEFA, and he won the Champions League. So
That is
there are
where I believe
definitely a lot of
the
doubts.
PR thing comes in, because there is no specific bar as to what how the measurement should be. It's just based on opinions of a few selected people of their organization or whatever it is. So it's just
So
opinions, and there is
indirectly, you're saying if Lionel Messi wins it this year, he
no, I
wins it on
believe
on the
I
basis of
believe
his
the
PR.
first I believe the first statement that I said in the starting was the award is based is has lost its credibility. That is what I said in the first statement of the
So,
Okay,
PPT.
so
all right.
Ashutosh,
So,
before we
winning a
end the
Ballon d'Or.
video,
No, no, no. Just give me a second. Just give me a second. Are we coming to a conclusion that winning Ballon d'Or is not something to be proud of? Winning Ballon d'Or
It
is
has
about
lost its
media.
credibility since like it's since the years. I believe it has
Yeah.
lost
So
its
let's
credibility.
say past 3 years. Let's past 3 years as a bracket. Let's not consider Ballon d'Ors as a thing. So would that be a major concerning issue? Because all right, I mean, I I I I started in the saying like I said in the start that I was so passionate about Ballon d'Or and everything, but yes, now I feel that it has lost its credibility because if Lionel Messi wins it this year, will not Shivam, I guess, but no issues. If Lionel Messi wins it this year, Ballon d'Or is shit. It's
Yeah,
literally
like
shit.
he has been good, like considering everything, he has been good. But yeah, if you see how Lewandowski has been, like that is the
He's
thing. Na?
been
There
at
is no
par.
bar to
Why?
decide.
See
There is
why
no specific
Messi?
bar to decide it.
See why Messi is considered to be playing really good, which he plays. But why is his stats being highlighted? Why everything which he does is highlighted? The reason behind that is he plays for Barcelona. Barcelona has a
Yeah,
strong fan base, and they create the hype.
correct.
Even if Messi assists for in a very normal way, it leads to such a hype that it develops in the mind that Messi, all right, he has been too good, he has been exceptional, which is true. He has been playing good, but at par with other players. Metrics keeps on fluctuating. Metrics keeps on changing as
See,
per the
that is
wish and
that is the
fancies of
main
people.
thing. Okay, it's just based on opinions of a particular set of people. So opinions can change. It's just their opinions, right? It could be like affected by their favoritism or anything. Like people do nominate, like there are 30 people. Some people do nominate players who have done nothing throughout the year but still are in the list, but nothing compared to Lewandowski, Messi, or Mbappe or Jorginho. But still, people select them to be their top picks.
See,
So that's just
at the
opinions.
end of the day, we are coming to a common conclusion that Ballon d'Or has lost its value.
Yeah, that I agree.
It's
That I
not
agree from the
credible
start.
anymore. Hi
That
Shivam.
I agree from the start.
Hello. I am sorry, I was gone for a bit. I actually lost the battery, but
Fine,
yes,
it's fine. No. Just let us conclude. We were in a very heated argument. Yeah. So Ashutosh and I have mutually agreed that Ballon d'Or is irrelevant. It has lost its credibility, and I personally believe that I'm giving one shot to Ballon d'Or. If Lionel Messi wins it this year, I would personally not consider Ballon d'Or as a big thing. Maybe people will do. I won't. It would be end of discussion for me. It would be like a normal award, like a Globe Award given to Abu Dhabi winners or something like that. Globe Soccer Award, which Ronaldo wins every year. All right. so for me, Ballon d'Or will have the same value.
yeah. I mean, look, for me, I'm gonna be very honest before we conclude the video, and I'm sorry for the technical glitch but I had. For me, it's all about PR. If Messi wins it this year, yes, Messi fans are gonna be happy. They're gonna be over the moon. But the amount of backlash which France football is gonna face for giving Messi the award by not only neutral football fans, but by each and every expert who knows that Robert Lewandowski has been scoring tons of goals over the past 2 years and he's been clearly denied the chance to win the Ballon d'Or. It's going to be massive. It's going to be massive. And there's no coming back from that because you've done it 4 years in a row. 4 years in a row. How do you get away with it? You don't get away with it 4 years in a row. So
Ballon
for
d'Or is
me,
overrated.
I think if France football wants people to take this award seriously, they need to give it to someone who deserves it, and not on the basis of the PR. And the worst factor which comes into play is that journalists vote for this award. Journalists don't even watch these games. Like, what on
Exactly.
earth is happening? Why are journalists voting
Exactly.
for these awards? Yes, of course,
Doesn't make
Lionel Messi
any
is the
sense.
bookie's
That
favorite
is the
because he's got five
main
journalists
problem
in
in this
every
war.
single newspaper publishing there is all over the world. Of course, he's going to win it. Why wouldn't he win it? And then, with that point of view, Ronaldo is never going to win it because each and every journalist hates him. That's what they've been doing over the past 20 years. So definitely, France football needs to put in a lot of thought before we end this video. And I'm gonna say it once again: Robert Lewandowski definitely deserves to win this Ballon d'Or. Definitely. I mean, if he doesn't win it now, he's never gonna win it. He has to win it. There's no. I'm a Ronaldo fan, and I'm still saying Lewandowski deserves to win it. I mean, I could be more shameless and say Ronaldo deserves to win it, but I don't want to say that because Robert Lewandowski definitely deserves to win this one. And I think that is where we're going to end this discussion. And before we go, one quick question. Anmol, which was your most special Ballon d'Or win ever? Not yours, but the one which touched your heart.
The one in which Ronaldo cried.
2013, same year,
I
mate.
don't remember
What
the
about you,
years, but
Ashutosh?
yeah, that was the year.
The 91 goal season.
2012.
Lionel Messi.
Good pick, good pick.
Good picks, great
And
picks.
that's all for today's discussion. Thank you everyone for joining us. Sorry for the technical glitches, and please make sure to like and subscribe. Also, in the comment section, let us know who's going to win the Ballon d'Or. Because for me, Lewandowski all the way. He has to go. He has to win it, and that is it from the sports.